So we're back with Floods and Dragons. Zdardis as our DM. The original DiceMom as Jane Apple Blossom. The lovely Undead Cupcake as Jitoria, who I don't think has a last name. And Zedicus as Braun Flower Crown. We've done a little one-shot kind of miniature adventure. We've all decided to carry our characters forward and start a new campaign.
You didn't say who you were.
Am I even really important at all? Come on, I'm just here. Just here for the ride. Or am I Ran Old Buck?
It's all in your head anyways.
Don't start that again. And this is going to be the beginning of our a longer, bigger campaign is kind of the plan. So, without further ado, Zdardis, take us forward, my friend.
Great. So we enter the same evening of the concert. Ran has gone to bed and come rushing back downstairs in a cold sweat. Tavern is relatively empty.
Wait. I think we need to restart that. Dude, you got to give me a summary, because we're starting fresh. This is a brand new thing.
This is the beginning.
You just had me running down a tavern. Set my stage a little. Come on.
Oh, Ran had a little spooky nightmare.
Ran had a dween. He had a scary dween.
I hate you guys so much.
Something touched his shoulder and he got really scared.
Sorry for wanting to set the stage to our tale. I apologize. I'm a monster.
But no, yeah. So they went to a concert of the famed bard Lashara. They're currently in the town of. Not on my list. Wrong paper. This is going great. In the town of Strago. They have returned to the tavern for an evening of drinking and rest. Ran had a small confrontation with the other people that were gambling at the table, broken up by Jet. And now Jane, Braun, and Jet have made acquaintance in the corner with some brief run-ins with Ran. It's a weird sentence. And Ran, after going to bed, had quite a long nightmare and was awoken from his sleep in a cold sweat before running downstairs.
And so it all started in a tavern, because of course it did.
It has to. The scene is yours.
I guess I'm coming downstairs from a tavern. I just had a nightmare, so Ran is going to immediately hit the bar and go for an ale. Talk to the bartender. Order himself a beer.
Open up the game there, Flood?
I'm working on it.
Okay. All right.
You walk up to the tavern owner. Doing okay there, bud?
Just couldn't sleep.
All right.
Give me an ale.
Of course. I'd pour you an ale. More than happy to, from your frivolous tipping before you went up to bed.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And Ran shakily gulps down the ale, like, immediately, and orders another. Not really in the mood to talk.
Okay. Keep him coming then. He hands you another one. What about you three in the corner? What are you guys doing?
So Jane is just kind of sitting there listening to Jitoria and Braun probably talk back and forth more or less, and she's got her nose in her book with her knees pulled up to her chest, kind of. And she suddenly kind of sits up a little bit, and you see from underneath her cloak a little black rat kind of crawl out onto the top of her knees and look at her. Cinder, are you okay? What's wrong, bud? And she just kind of puts her book down and sits up a little bit more. And you see the rat kind of crawl up onto her shoulder.
The two of you at the table also see this rat crawl up onto her shoulder.
Braun is going to immediately stop mid-sentence talking to Jatoria about, his axe, her knives, comparing stabbing tips. And just, stop mid-sentence, jaw agape, and look over at the rat and just watch. Lost at what's happening here.
You just see the little rat kind of like sitting on Jane's shoulder, like whispering up into her ear. And then she stops, and so does the rat. And they look over at Braun, staring at them. And Jane just goes, "Oh, so this is Cinder. He's my familiar. He's not real rat, magic rat. So he's fine. He's totally fine to be in here in this establishment."
Magic rat. So, like pet?
Yeah, pet, helper, friend, all of the above. Advice giver sometimes, gives good advice.
Ron nods and, Cinder. And he's good.
And Cinder just kind of like nods his head towards you. And then both of them look back over at Ran, and Jane's just like, she leans into the table towards the both of you, and she's just like, "So Cinder kind of like, he heard the guy again, the short one."
And at this point, of course, is very observant and noticing this rat commotion over in the corner, looks at the bartender, gestures towards the group, and says, "You got rats in here?"
I'm sorry, what commotion are you talking about? We were having a very, like, civil Braun wasn't like, "All right, what?"
I mean, you all stopped mid-sentence and whatnot, and you're all gesturing and talking, and, I don't know.
The innkeeper kind of looks at you oddly. "No, I've never seen any rats in here."
Ran once again gestures at the rat on the shoulder of the woman in the corner, shrugs, and goes back to drinking.
Before the innkeeper looks over this way, Cinder just crawls underneath her cloak.
For sure.
Keeps drinking.
Jane, you were saying?
She's just like, he's back. He came back downstairs. He wasn't gone for very long. Seems like he might be a little distressed.
Rand's drinking.
Braun shrugs and goes, "Okay," and then stands up and walks over to Rand sitting at the bar. Putting his big hand down on the bar beside Rand's drink, he looks down at him and says,
God.
Whoa!
the big hand
Rand jumps in his seat. What the?
Little man, I see you're back.
Pretty sneaky for a big guy. Just drinking away. And yeah, I couldn't sleep. It was no big deal. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
I'm sure I couldn't sleep. Yes. Fine. Thank you.
Braun motions to the barkeep to pass him an ale, and he sits down there. All right. Sits down with his new drinking buddy.
Oh no, here we go.
Rand gives him a little nod and clanks his glass against Braun's and takes a swig and just kind of keeps to himself, but acknowledges drinking buddy.
Braun sips his ale and does the same.
I don't know. I went to bed last night and I had the worst dream. I don't know. I couldn't stay up there. I needed to shake it off.
Demons chasing you? Been there.
Wait, you've been there?
Does one just assume? Like,
What do you mean demons chasing?
Oh, is not halfling thing? Oh.
I mean, I don't know, I've got my own demons, but I don't know about what you're talking about. Once again, raising my glass, drinking.
Braun just casually, like, demons, big, black fangs, Sure.
This one
Takes
was
a
more
sec.
like scary kids. A lot of fog. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. It was very unpleasant. But you were there.
Oh. Me?
You were there.
In...
You kept asking trees stupid questions.
But Ron loves trees.
Didn't seem like they loved you in my dream anyway. I don't know.
Oh, stupid dream trees. Takes a sip of ale.
I will tell you, you were a hell of a drinking buddy.
Aye. Takes another sip after clinking glasses with Ran.
Clink.
Jane's in her chair, just like fully turned around and like peering over the back of the chair. And then she looks over at Jatoria and she's like, "What do you think they're talking about?"
So how much does that axe weigh?
More than you? Ron lifts it up and just kind of stands it there. Taller than you.
Respect.
I don't know what they're talking about, but may I touch your rat?
Uh, Jane just kind of like gently like lifts her cloak up a little bit and brings Cinder out on her hand and holds him over towards you.
Now, did you make this? Is this you?
I made him. I more or less I summoned him. He's just kind of here to keep me company on the road.
I see. This is fascinating.
Thank you. I've always been very inclined towards magic, and it's a good way of using magic.
I like it. Very cute.
I'm going to have Cinder. I'm going to have Cinder go over to. Now, from what I understand, you can cast magic from your familiar.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna have Cinder like sneakily go over to Braun and Ran at the bar, and I'm going to Braun, where's your axe currently? Is it like resting on the ground?
It's currently propped up, like angled up towards the bar with the butt on the ground and the axe there. Because
Okay.
Ran and I were talking about it.
Perfect. I'm gonna have Cinder go over there, and I'm gonna have Cinder cast light on Braun's axe, and I'm just saying, Jatoria, watch this.
Forever the prankster. So you're doing the your rat's trying to be sneaky while doing this, right? So
Yeah.
can you roll a stealth roll for your rat?
Sure. Give me just a sec.
Ran busy laughing with Braun about something, drinking, talking about stupid stuff with axe blades and I don't know, bad dreams and demons.
I added. You might have to refresh your character sheet, but I added the rat familiar to your extras tab, so you can find its stats easier.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Top tier DM.
It was just easier to go in and do it than try to explain it.
Zdardis #1 DM North America. Check his stats.
So I'd just be rolling a dex roll for Cinder.
Yeah, because I don't have it up anymore, but it's not proficient or anything in stealth, right? So
That's a natural one. Excellent.
okay, so Ran, you definitely see the rat crawling towards the great axe, leaning on the bar.
Ran jumps up on his seat and goes, "What the hell was with this rat again? I told you there was a rat." And he looks at the innkeeper. "I told you there was a rat," pointing at it and making a scene. Gesturing to the innkeeper, "There's a rat. You got rats."
Braun looks down and oh.
The innkeeper starts running around from behind the bar, kind of like through the kitchen over here, out the side.
Ron
Jane-
extends his large
ahead.
hand down and goes, "Is Cinda?" Lowers his hand there if the rat wants it.
And just as you lower your hand, the rat gets to the axe, and the axe lights up.
Rand's looking confused. What in the hell?
Jane's gonna get up and run over there and just look at the barkeep or the innkeeper and just profusely start apologizing and explain the situation. I'm so sorry. This is my familiar. He's magic. He's a rat. He's fine. I can make him go away if you want me to.
No,
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. It's not the first familiar I've seen, but it is the first rat familiar I've seen.
What can I say? Little rat for little girl?
Ron's just
The
going to be
keeper just
sitting
kind
there
of, like,
howling the whole time.
The innkeeper looks very confused. I'm gonna, and just turns and starts going back.
Yeah, that's appropriate. And I'm just gonna go up to Braun and I'm gonna put my arm out for Cinder to come back to me, and he'll run up on my shoulder.
I'm just going to keep laughing and drinking.
Rand shrugging it off. Probably get a cage for that rat and keeps drinking as well.
She's just gonna mumble under her breath, maybe we should get a cage for you, and go back over to the table.
And go back. Okay.
Yep.
In between drinks, Braun is now admiring his glowing axe. He's just, pick it up. And he's just
Huge glowing
around.
axe.
Yeah.
It's gonna glow for one whole hour, by
Rand,
the way.
Rand shifts his eye patch to the side that the axe is on because it's in his eye.
Yeah.
It's a little bright.
Okay. So, unless you all have anything to say to each other or anything else you want to do, one would assume that you head upstairs for the evening.
I think so.
Sure.
Mhm.
After another ale.
All right. One nightcap to end the evening, and you all head off to your separate rooms. Rand, can I have you make a wisdom saving throw?
Absolutely.
I'm just kidding.
14 either way. Suck it.
That doesn't pass, but okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, oh, you act like that's
Suck it
great.
anyway.
Okay.
I liked it. I was proud of my 14. How dare you?
The DC was 15, bitch. All right, so y'all head upstairs. You get a good night's rest. If you have not already, go ahead and take a long rest. I'm not sure that none of you should be missing HP or anything.
I am missing HP.
Oh, yeah, because we had the final battle, and we never...
You never reset.
I'll
when
just
you-
I'll just
when
punch
you
in a
came
30.
back.
I'll just punch mine into full.
You can just take a long rest. That way it restocks anything else you might have used. So tap long rest at the top of the page. It'll say confirm. You have to click it twice.
Done. Long rest taken.
Yep. And you wake up the next morning. Some of you with a slight headache, but nothing too bad.
Rand's
The
feeling
day's yours.
fine.
Sure he is.
Well, Braun's going to come down and get a seat right over here, I guess, and then just order a nice big breakfast.
Rand will come down and gesture to the big guy. Got room for one?
In between bites of, bacon and other meats, Braun just, grunts and nods and, taps the foot out with his chair.
Rand takes a seat, orders a small, bacon and egg type breakfast, and an ale. And hangs out with his new drinking buddy.
Jatori is gonna come down and sit over here and order 2 breakfasts. I like food. Don't laugh.
Jane wakes up probably like another half hour or hour after like the Chitoria comes downstairs, and she comes down the stairs. She's reading a book, nearly walks into the bar before Cinder just kind of like tugs on her earlobe and is just like, "Hey, you're gonna run into the bar." So she puts her book down for a second and she goes. She looks around the room and she sees Chitoria and the other two, and she sits with Chitoria. She just sits down. She doesn't ask. She just sits. Morning.
Good morning. Can I feed your rat something? Does it eat food?
I've never tried, and I look down at Cinder. I'm like, do you eat food, bud? And he just kind of shakes his head no. I'm like, I don't think he eats food, but thank you. I could go for breakfast, though. Do you know if they have, like, waffles here?
I'm not sure, actually.
Braun from the other table lifts up a fork with a waffle on it and goes, ah! And drops it back on his
It's more of
plate.
like a pancake with some holes in it than like a proper waffle.
That works.
Like it's not. So they don't have Belgian waffles here. Like there's nothing fancy. It's kind of like you described it to the innkeeper and they were like, sure. So like made a pancake with holes in it.
There's no Belgium in our fantasy world. This is baloney.
There can be.
Belgium must live forever.
Yeah, so Jane's gonna
Jeez.
order one waffle, quote unquote, and she's gonna eat that with some fruit juice.
Solid. And it's about, the time that you are all beginning to finish your meals or two, that Ran, especially with your passive perception, you notice somebody come in the door. It's one of the men from the gambling table the previous evening.
Rand's eyes narrow a little bit as he finishes his drink.
Kind of sits down at the table right next to the door here, this long table, and is just drinking a mug, probably water, that he's poured from the pitcher on the table, and is just kind of eyeing you.
Rand's gonna nudge Braun and point at the fellow. That's one of the ones that last night tried to cheat me.
Braun looks up from his breakfast and looks over and just kind of he glares at the other guy and goes, "Yes. Should I?"
Let's not worry about it yet.
Braun nods and takes one final glance over his shoulder at the guy.
Rand's gonna perceive that man for anything suspicious. Can I perceive him? Is that a thing?
That would not be perception.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to get a read on him for like his intentions, his body language and stuff.
Yes.
That'd be insight.
Insight? Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Just wanted to perceive him a little bit, just look him up and down. get a eyeball on what he looks like, All right, I'm gonna insight. 15.
Blue size.
He's definitely not trying to hide this glare he's giving you. He's not happy with you, and it looks like he's just waiting for you to leave so he doesn't start anything in the tavern.
Now, can I perceive him? Like, how, kind of weight, height? How's he looking? Is he handsome? Skin conditions?
Yeah, is he handsome?
Roll a perception check to see how well you can see him.
Thank you. Oh, it's pretty bad. It's a 7. I just want to perceive the man.
He's so hot. Oh my god.
That handsome devil over there, I think he's got some ill intentions. I don't know if I trust him. You mind walking out with me when it's time to go, Braun? Bron, you okay?
Bron.
Slapping him on the back.
He's choking.
Are you joking? Are you okay?
Yeah. Braun eventually composes himself and, sure, little man.
Sorry, you said you were gonna make your way out.
Well, I said when
past
it's
him?
time to go, I just wanted to make sure Bron would walk out with me, you know what I mean? Get a little
Okay,
backup.
okay,
Get a little backup.
sure.
And I'm assuming there's nothing left to do in the tavern, so...
Well, unless there's anything you want to do.
Where are you headed next, Bron?
Braun ponders for a minute and just kind of thinks and away, looking for magic. See if I can learn some things. See, this magic inside of me is, well, kind of good, not so good. So, magic.
Those dream
You?
trees that don't answer. I remember.
Yes, dream trees. Bad dream trees.
I'm just looking for the next town. Clearly the gambling in here is all dried up.
Clearly.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna stand up and
Okay.
start walking towards the door, keeping my eye on the miscreant at the long table.
Ron's going to follow him out, nodding as he passes by the two ladies.
And it's just about as you get there, and with Braun closely behind you, that you can hear his chair squeak against the wood below, and him get up and begin to follow you outside.
Brand's gonna put his hand on the
Wow.
holster as he continues out the door.
Before we continue, Jane and Jet.
I feel like Jane would not have noticed what just happened.
Yeah, I'm eating.
You didn't notice the
Sure.
giant furbolg walking past you that you were friends with?
I mean, we probably noticed him leaving, but
Okay. I was just checking.
Jane's always interested in a good book.
Uh-oh. I scrolled down on Roll20. Ruh-roh.
Oh god, I zoomed out. So just as you make your way outside, you are greeted by 4 armed men, who appear to have some malintent. And this gentleman that has followed you out points at you and said, "He's the guy." As they begin to move in towards you, I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Initiative is up there. 15.
Got a 7.
I rolled a 19.
Let's go, Braun. That's my drinking buddy right there.
And Jet.
10.
And what is comically going to be, I think, a common thing, Cinder rolled a 1 on initiative.
Okay, so how I like to do familiars is they can either go right before or right after your turn, but not
Okay.
both.
Got it.
So if you want them to use the help action or something like that, they can do that either right before or right after your turn. And that way it's just less things to keep track of and it makes sense.
Okay, I like that better.
And Jet, you said 10, correct?
Yes.
Well, I rolled a natural 20 for their initiative, or half of them at
Yikes.
least.
Okay.
What just happened?
Okie dokie. So these two are gonna go first here. And they're going to come up to you, Ran.
Rut-row.
And each one is going to make one attack against you.
They got the jump on me? I was so prepared.
Were you though?
Had
So
my
were
hand on my holster
they.
and I heard the guy. I just thought it was the one guy, but still, was feeling pretty prepared. All right, so what do I have to do?
Does a 16 hit?
Armor class 16.
So it's a yes.
I see.
That would be 5 points of slashing damage
I don't agree.
as the first one comes at you with his scimitar and slashes.
Don't like it.
The second one is a 19 to hit.
That doesn't sound good.
And that is another 5 points of slashing damage as they both run up to you and take a swipe at you,
Oh!
leaving some cuts on your shoulders and arms where they hit you.
Rand quickly trying to dodge, but gets hit by these scimitars and couldn't get his gun out in time. Ah!
Braun Flower Crown.
Yes, sir. So the first thing Braun is now going to do is rage.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
And with my rage, that calls upon my wild magic.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. So I get a 6, which is... until my rage ends, I'm surrounded by multicolored protective lights. I gain a +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, my allies gain the same bonus.
Damn.
That's sick. That's
That
dope.
is
That's
awesome.
so dope.
That is pretty great.
All right. So that's your bonus action.
All right, so that is my bonus action, and then with my regular action, I'm gonna pull out my great axe and swing at them.
You'll have to move first, bud.
Oh yeah, right. I guess I'm behind Ran, aren't I?
Yes, sir.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm
You need to be an adjacent hex to hit one of them. You could even you
Right.
can move around the top guy if you want to be behind both of them if you want, but that's up to you.
10 feet is how many hex? That's 2?
10 is 2 hexes. Yeah, each
Okay.
hex is 5, and you need to be
Okay.
within 5 feet of somebody to hit them.
Okay, just making sure, because I was wanting to move but still be close enough to Ran.
My guy.
If I move behind them, do I get any bonuses from hitting them from behind?
I prefer not to use flanking rules because they make everything really
Fair
complicated.
enough. Fair enough. Just wanting to check.
I tried multiple versions of flanking in my IRL campaign, and we eventually just stopped using it because it just
Fair enough. It's complicated, I get.
yeah. And you don't want it either because the stipulation is then enemies can do it
Then
too.
they can flank you. Yeah, makes sense. Was just checking, seeing what's
Yeah,
up.
good question.
Um,
Good question.
Yeah, I'm going to go around, or as much through them as I am, swinging my axe at them, ending up basically, or yeah. I'm going to go behind them and then swing my axe at them.
Okay, roll to hit. And which one
That
are you
is a-
swinging at? The top guy or the bottom guy?
It'll be the top one.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a 15.
Sure enough, hits as you swing down with your great axe and slash into his back.
So for
Go and roll
damage,
damage.
that is 14 and then +2 for rage, right?
Yeah. So you swing around the back of this guy, you take your great axe, and you just cleave straight through between the neck and the shoulder into his chest cavity. And he falls limp. And falls to the ground.
Perfect.
That was brutal. God damn, Rainbow Bright. Jesus.
He speaks for the trees. And assuming that's it for you, yes.
I don't think I have any other actions, so unless I get some sort of bonus for one hit, intimidation on them for cleaving their guy in half.
I wish you know what? I'm going to roll. I'm just gonna roll here for this other guy standing. No, he's okay. To see if he would be like frightened. Yeah. That'd be pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
Ran old buck.
Ran Olbuck is going to short sword and try to shiv this guy in the belly as he approaches. It's like a little counterattack. So
I'm gonna take a stab at him.
I'm gonna take a stab at him. A little short sword. I'm gonna natural 20 that for 27.
Was it a natural 20 or?
It was a natural 20 plus 7.
Okay, so on attack rolls, a natural 20 is crit, so it's double damage. So you'd roll double dice.
Is that why it's blue?
That would probably be.
It turned blue.
Yes.
Clicking. Oh yeah, roll 2. I got a 6 and a 1. So 6 plus 1 plus 5, 12 crit. Piercing damage.
Okay, cool. So it did it for you. Dope. You said 6?
Yeah, crit 12.
So as this guy runs at you, he slashes you across your chest, and you reach out with you said short sword?
Yep, short sword. Right up his belly.
You whip your short sword out pretty quickly, realizing that they're running up on you and you're not going to have a good shot at using your gun. You whip your short sword out and just right through his stomach get him. He's still up, but he's
Don't mess with Ran old buck.
Good. All right, next two.
Messed up my jacket.
These are gonna be on Braun because he is there in front. First one is a 12 to hit.
No.
Second one is a less than 12 to hit, so that's not gonna hit either. So they just come at you swinging. You just kind of step out of the way leisurely.
They're distracted by the pretty colors.
Attacks
Yes.
for these items.
That's true. So at this point, it's coming to Jet and Jane here. So Jet's first, but at this point, you guys definitely hear some commotion, and you've just watched your drinking buddies go outside. Jet, you first.
Do we have to get involved though?
You can do anything you want. It's the
Yeah, you
magic
don't
of
have
Dungeons
to.
and Dragons.
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I guess I would be a little bit curious, so I would get up and move towards the door.
Jet's like, I don't really want to fight, but I want to see what's happening.
I'm nosy.
But interrupting your
so-
breakfast?
It's not even
You
the
have
option of
35
stabbing
movement,
to
so you
interrupt
can
breakfast.
move 7 hexes for your movement.
Okay.
And if you were to want to just look out like a window, I would say that this torch right here, there's a window underneath that, under each of these torches kind of that are around.
Okay.
If you wanted to just go over there and peer out the window, you could.
All right. I'm gonna be nosy, and I'm just gonna come to this window right here, with some of my breakfast with me.
There we go.
Breakfast and a show? So you look outside and you see a man that has been half cleaved in half, so I suppose quarter cleaved, through the chest, laying on the ground in front of Braun, who is surrounded by 3 other men, ran with a bloodied short sword that he's just pulled out of the man standing in front of him. And you know that there is one more guy that was in the tavern, and you don't see him outside. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Because I would say you pretty much just have used your movement. So if there's anything else you wanted to do besides just watch, you can, or you can just watch.
I'm good. I'm gonna finish my breakfast.
Fucking love it, dude.
Jet is the best.
We're going to Jane now.
I probably end up Honestly, Jane probably ends up misty stepping right next to Jatoria, or maybe not misty stepping. She walks over next to Jatoria and tries to peer through the window as well.
No,
I don't know if I can make it all the way over there.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
Okay.
She's a nimble little halfling.
Which
Quick
also
legs.
means she has 10 less movement than Jet.
Yeah.
But anyway, all out. So you get up there, you see this, you see a similar scene, and Jet is just eating her breakfast off of a plate, just staring out this window, wide-eyed as usual.
Am I able to cast anything through a window?
So windows, though, a lot of spells say like a point you can see. Windows act as full cover, the same as a wall mechanically.
Okay, because I've never tried before, so it never even came up as a thought for me.
Yes, it's come up multiple times for us before we found out the actual ruling on that. Yes, so technically it acts as a solid surface. So if you try to cast like a firebolt through the window, it would hit the window.
Got it. Okay.
And not through the window. You can't like cast it on the other side. Some spells you can, but
I'm
most...
gonna just cast mage armor on myself.
Okay, sure. Anything else?
That's prudent.
No. I can't really do much else at this point.
Okie dokie.
I respect it. It's prudent. Uh-oh.
This is... Yep.
Oh, you want some of this too? Ran holding his bloody dagger. Short sword.
Yeah, I'll be taking my gold back. He's gonna make 2 attacks against you.
You lost it fair and square, you scoundrel.
The first one, he swings with his offhand with a dagger in it. And that is only... Well, actually, that is a 13 to hit, which I believe misses.
Miss.
Because you have a +1 to AC right now as well.
Mhm.
And then he's going to swing with his scimitar with his main hand. And he's going to roll a 15, which also misses.
Fail.
So he swings at you and you just kind of duck out of the way of both of these swipes.
You lost at the
he's
card
swinging
table
at you.
last night and you're going to lose today, bucko. Rand's ready to stab him too,
laughs.
so hard. Oh, man. Can't wait for my initiative. Oh, you just wait.
It is now the guy in front of you that you have partially skewered through the abdomen. It's his turn.
Ah, old blood belly.
It's a good pirate name.
Mm-hmm. You can become one after.
How's a 16 to hit?
That would be fine, except for the
You
magic
have a
bronze.
+1.
Yep.
Braun, it's within 10 feet of you, right? That people get that?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Nice. Dope. Hey,
Best drinking buddy ever. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you know it.
well done, dude. That's so dope. All right. Braun, your go. This guy between you and Ran is not looking good. The other two have not been touched yet. And the guy behind Ran definitely looks tougher and obviously has not been touched yet.
Yeah.
Wait, he looks tougher like he's the boss? The boss fight? These are his
Wait.
goons?
They do appear to be his goons, yes.
Biff, boff, bap.
I'm going to take a swing at the one that's been run through.
Okay. Roll to hit, buddy.
Like our little audience in the window over here.
That is a 17 plus 7, so 24.
That definitely hits.
And then rolling for damage, that is 11 plus 2 for 13.
I think you just annihilated a human.
Killed the first guy. Why wouldn't it kill that guy?
Yep.
So just like the first, so you just swipe into that first guy, cleave him right through the shoulder, halfway down through his chest, pull the blade out as blood splatters back, and you just take a second one down, exact same manner, same spot, just assassinate him.
Yeah.
I had him.
Still
I
not
could have
Rand.
taken care of
I
this.
almost deleted Rand's token by accident. Okay. Is that it for your turn? Any bonus, or you probably don't want to move?
As my bonus action, I'm going to look at the remaining tool two and snarl, holding my dripping, bloody axe.
Yeah. You are. Dude.
I want to let
okay.
you get an intimidation roll on that, but your action was already the attack. But
This is fair.
it's really nice flavor though. I like it.
Thank you.
Good soup.
Don't bring your TikTok here. How dare you?
Ran, it's your turn.
Next thing we know, he's going to be making a berries and cream reference.
Oh, that's what Jet was eating for breakfast.
Oh, okay. I figured you were going to say, oh, your waffle comes out, and oh, it's topped with berries and cream.
Missed opportunities.
Yeah, for real.
What would you like to do, Ran?
All right, well, Ran will repeat himself from earlier. You lost last night fair and square, and you're going to lose again, bucko. And this time I'm going to shoot him with the revolver, even though I'm close range. I don't care. I'm just going to whip out my gun and fucking line it up with his face. Pull the trigger.
Knockback shot.
Rolling with disadvantage. Don't even remember what disadvantage means, but I'm doing it.
Means roll 2, take the lower.
All right. 15 and a 17.
Well, a 20, what was it, a 25 and a 26?
Yeah, 24, 26. Yeah. Ranel Buck doesn't miss.
That'll hit.
And 18 damage.
Fuck's sake, dude.
Lining up that gun, pulling the trigger, and putting him down. I won the money fair and square.
Now that you've made your attack, I guess now would have been a good time to mention, hey, remember you have that shot that can push people back, just a heads up.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm trying to kill this man immediately, and I don't
just
like
making
him.
sure you don't forget, because you forgot.
No, you're a good person, and I appreciate you, but I'm trying to make up for it with bravado.
We're all still new, and I'm just trying to make sure you don't forget about things you might have. Eventually, I'll stop reminding you.
You're very sweet.
Okay, that's your action. Anything else?
I don't think there's any bonus actions that I care to use at the moment. Should I second wind? That's the only thing I have, really.
All right, second wind heals you. Are you damaged? Oh, you are damaged.
I'm damaged a bit. I'm not worried about it. I'm fine.
Okay. Just, I mean, you can see how much it heals there, and then just decide.
Yeah, I'll save it for
because if
now.
you healed for max on the die roll, then is it more than?
No, I got it. I'm chilling.
Yep. Okay. The other two guys that are not chicken quartered on the floor in between you guys, it's their turn to swing on Braun. Though they are not looking very confident right now. Nope. They are definitely looking not confident at all. They are scared, and they're just swinging wildly, hoping they do not end up like the two guys that you have just cleaved in half. Jet, enjoying your breakfast inside. What would you like to do, if anything?
I'm assuming Cinder is sitting on Jane's shoulder. Can I touch Cinder and put mage armor on it? So they're twins.
Oh my god, that is the most adorable thing! Yes, you can absolutely put mage armor on the rat!
Okay, I want to do that.
Now Cinder has an armor class of 13 for 8 hours.
That's sick!
Because he has no dexterity.
It's better than the 10.
That's true. That is true. And he only has 1 hit point, so... Ugh.
Familiars be like...
Yeah, but they're made of magic, so it's okay.
Yeah, just get them back. Is that it, Jet?
No, I'm gonna tap on the window and give him a thumbs up. Doing great.
So Braun, you probably don't notice because you're passive. I mean, it's okay, but it's not that high, and you're in the middle of battle in this rage.
Yeah.
But Ran, your passive is 20, and you just hear this tap, and you kind of turn over your shoulder, and you just see Jet in the window, mouthful of like pancake, thumbs up.
Rand glances back at the window, lifts up his eye patch, gives her a wink, puts it back down, gets back to the fight.
I just picture like one of those like kind of moments in a movie where the enemy is just like stopped mid-swing.
Yeah.
And they turn to the camera and say something and then go back, like very Deadpool-esque. Okay, Jane.
Okay, so I know we established that attack spells can't be cast through windows, but what about Misty Step?
Let me
Hmm.
read the text. Hold on.
Okay.
It's a teleport, right? So you're not moving like through something. You just teleport to the other side, similar to like how the teleport spell works. So I would allow you to Misty Step through a window.
Cool, I'm gonna do that.
Do that then.
Cool. 30 feet away.
Yup, sure is. Anything else?
That's oh, I can take my move action as well.
Yep.
I will move another we'll go 15 feet away just because I want to be safely away from them.
All right, go ahead.
All you're doing is barring
I'm
their
limited
escape.
on space on which way I can go, but
You can go off the map. Just because the hex doesn't extend off the map doesn't mean we can't eyeball it.
there.
Works for me.
Into the nether
You've ruined
realm.
Flood's overlay.
Into the nether realm.
Yeah. You should. Yeah. I don't mind if you go off the edge of the map. There's
Cool.
still
I'm off the
space
edge
there.
of the map.
We've had minis get moved off of the TV screen that we use as a map onto like the tables that we play on before. Like it's
fun.
fine. It's completely fine. Okay. Big Boy's turn to swing on Rand 2 times.
Good luck.
The first swing is a natural 20.
Oof.
I wished him luck.
Nice.
It's my bad.
Should've given up your
Yeah, that's
halfling luck.
fully on you.
Fortunately for you, it's with his dagger and not his scimitar, so maybe it'll only be a little bit of stabby damage and not a lot of slashy damage.
Hmm.
Or I could roll max on it.
Oh no.
That's 11 piercing damage as he stabs right through your shoulder,
Ah!
right next to the collarbone.
Flesh wound.
Now his second
You
attack.
ruined my coat. So mad.
And perfectly balanced as all things should be, a natural 1.
Excellent.
Does that mean he stabs himself?
No!
Oh, just checking.
So he stabs you with the dagger in one shoulder, and you kind of pull away just as he swipes down with the scimitar right past your face.
He was about to
Brawn,
make you need that eye
flower
patch.
crown.
Nearly trimmed my mustache.
Ron having his hands full, he's going to take his great axe and swing at the one below him. Can't ping anymore.
Yeah, the bottom one there.
Yeah, the bottom one.
That guy.
That one.
Long press to ping, by the way.
Right, long press. There it is. All right, and that is going to be an 18.
Sure does.
Ron is just unstoppable.
16 damage.
Jesus.
Sure does.
This guy I want to take out at the knees, just like swinging straight across, and just like, between his hip and his knee, just like that way.
Yeah, so just right at thigh level, you just slash through both of his legs as he falls to the ground, and then bring the great axe down right on his skull.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm uncomfortable. Anything else?
I'm going to growl at the other guy in intimidation again, and let him know that he's next.
Oh God,
This
yes.
time I'm gonna allow it because you've slaughtered 3 guys in 3 hits. So I'm gonna allow you to go ahead and get that intimidation roll, and go ahead and roll for intimidation. But instead of using your charisma modifier, so it was the die roll, the d20 roll on that.
Yeah, the d20 roll is a 15.
Okay, I want you to add your strength to it instead.
That takes it to 20.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's pretty good from Ron.
Broad's killing it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Broad's doing good work up here.
This guy,
Wets himself.
you have successfully, definitely intimidated him. And I used strength intimidation for that because it obviously was not charismatic. It was definitely a feat of strength.
Definitely.
And so he's gonna take his full movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He wants nothing to do with this anymore.
So was that like 65 feet? What is that?
60.
That's 60. Okay.
30 for his movement, then he uses action to dash. And
Got it.
30. He wants nothing to do with this, and as he starts running, his boss behind Rand there shouts out, "You coward!" Jet.
I guess I'm done eating, so I'm gonna head towards the door, but I don't quite make it. I'm gonna head that way, come outside, hang out with
Do
people.
you wanna climb over the table?
Oh, can I?
It's rough terrain, so it's 10 feet of movement to get over. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 can get you there.
Okay.
Didn't want to interrupt your breakfast.
I mean, I finished. I put my plate down and everything.
And I'll say if you like lean, you have line of sight on the one guy that's left out there if you wanted to do something.
Eyes and horns just peeking around the door. Just
It only seems appropriate for her.
Ooh, wait. How far is he?
15. Yes,
Can I
he's in throwing
cast-
range of a dagger. Oh, okay. What?
Can I cast my color spray at him? Just blinds him with rainbows.
Yes, you
Okay.
can. It's a 15-foot cone, so it should just reach him and not hit Rand. Yep.
Okay.
What is the saving throw for that? Because I know there's a saving throw, right?
I don't know how to look that up. How do I look that
I'm
up?
looking at it. I have it right here. Hold on.
What's color spray?
I'm shooting
Oh,
rainbows.
it's
out of
based
my
on.
head.
It's like the sleep spell, so it's based on how much you roll. So you need to roll 6d10.
Okay.
Are you doing it with real dice or digitally?
Digitally.
Okay.
Can I? Oh,
You can. So if you click in the bottom left, there's like a D20 circle button. If you click that, you can click on D10 and then like click it a few times and add like a bunch.
okay. There we go.
I know you guys like real math rocks, but I will say D&D Beyond makes it real easy.
It does. It
I
really,
really
does.
like it.
33 plus the 5 that you rolled just ahead of it is a total of 38. So the way that spell works is it affects up to that amount of HP of creatures, and he currently has more than 38 HP. So unfortunately, he is not blinded.
Oh.
But it's real pretty though.
We got sick hints into his HP.
it's matching with bronze
Meta.
rainbow lights.
Metagaming.
Meta. Meta.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Anything else, Jet? You saw bonus action if you have one that you can use.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, and just make sure you mark off your spell slot for that cast.
I did.
Okay, I think that was like the first. Oh, and you marked off the mage armor one too, yeah.
Mhm.
Excellent. I just keep thinking of you as a fighter, and forgetting you have spells. Jane.
All right, now that immediate danger is not over near Braun, I'm going to move over towards Braun. And then the guy that's running away, he's definitely within 90 feet of me, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to cast
It was
Tasha's
60
Mind
for
Whip at
Braun.
him.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a save?
It is. It's an intelligence saving throw of 14 for second level.
Intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Right. These guys are so smart. You said a 14.
14, yeah.
They have a +0, but I rolled a 14, so that's
Damn
cool.
it. Okay, but he still takes half damage, I believe.
That's great. That's good. That's enough slices.
He takes half damage, but he doesn't suffer the effects of like not getting to move.
Darn it.
Yeah.
So he'll take 6 damage.
Okay. So he just lets out a scream and is holding his head as he continues to run away. Anything else from Jane?
No, she's pretty happy with what she did.
Okie dokie. Brant, did you go this round?
I haven't done
skip you
anything
back
since I
to-
shot him.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'll retcon back to you. Go ahead.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm after hitting him with my revolver, I'm gonna follow it up with one shot bang and then a big old stab with the short sword.
I rolled a hit.
Natural 20, 27. Randall Buck never dies.
Yeah, checks out.
I don't know what to tell you. 16 damage. Upon making him stumble with the first shot, Rand comes in hot with the short sword and just stabs him in the side. Don't mess with Rand Buck!
All right, now it's his turn since I fucked up the order. He has to swing at you twice. All of these dice suck. How's a 19 to hit?
Me? It hits.
Yeah, okay. That is 7 piercing damage as it kind of catches you on the arm with his dagger and swipes at you with his scimitar.
Things are
For
getting
6
dark.
to hit. So it's almost like the same thing. Like he gets that stab with the dagger and you kind of move to that side reading his move, and again the scimitar just swipes right in front of your face.
Rand Buck floats like a butterfly. Stinks like a bee.
And Braun.
Yes. So, Braun, having successfully, cleaved in half 3 men and scared off the 4th, is standing up to his full height and turning on the balls of his feet as he looks at the leader. Looks at him and bellows, "You're next," as he comes over right next to Ran to the leader of the gang.
And
I'm going to swing my great axe,
that's right, baby.
and it's going to be a 21
Yup.
Yeet.
for 15 damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
that with
sorry,
your
plus 2,
plus
so
2?
17.
Ah. Thought I outdamaged with my short sword. I was feeling very proud of my tiny self.
So you swing and you just kind of catch the spot in between his leather armor padding and just gash through a bit.
Nice.
Still up. Is that it for you?
I'm going to make another intimidating growl at him, and yes, that's it.
Okay. Now that I'm going in the correct order, Ran Oldbuck.
Rand Oldbuck feeling very enthusiastic with his drinking buddy at his side. Goes back to his revolver again, points it at the guy's head and says, "If you're not ready to give up!" And then he rolls to hit anyway. 26.
Yeah, y'all need to calm down on these combat rolls.
And
I'll
that'll
have to start throwing
be
harder stuff at you.
another 15 damage. I would also like to take a bonus action
Okay.
of a second wind.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and roll your healing dice.
I don't know how to do this.
Well, it's 1d10, correct? So hit in the bottom left the little d20 in the circle, and then click the d10, and then hit it, roll. And then add the modifier that it has there.
1d10 roll. That's a 6 plus 4, so I gain 10 health.
There you go.
Things were getting dark. I didn't like it.
You still have movement. If you...
Oh, it was disadvantage to hit. My bad.
Oh, good call. Go ahead and roll another d20 for me.
I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I forget these things too. I was so in the moment. You were like, I point the gun at his head. I said, if you're not ready to die, and then I rolled to hit the same number twice, bitch.
I hit him for 26 again, yeah. So, Randolph doesn't miss! Randolph does not know how to miss.
Okay. Not when shooting his gun, but when he shoots his shot. Oof.
Oh, you're going to bring that up again. You're going to bring that up again.
Forever.
My heart was broken last night.
This guy. He wants nothing to do with this. Jet.
I suppose I should help. Can I throw a dagger at the last guy? From where I am?
You sure can.
A 15?
Just hits, yep.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. All the damage.
19.
Sorry, what?
Wait, do I hit the thing on the dagger?
The damage one. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
a 1d4 plus something.
No, wait, that's wrong. No, wait. No, okay,
That's
it's
right.
a 6.
That's right. Okay.
6 damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, with the
need to
weapons, you can
apologize,
just hit the hit thing and then the damage thing, which is great. It does it really automatically. It's really cool.
Anything
Who
else,
likes
Jet?
doing math?
I
Matt-
like rolling my dice.
I like rolling my dice, but I don't like doing math.
Exactly.
Anything else, Jet?
Nope, that's it.
Whips a dagger into his
Jane.
back from the doorway. Whoops.
I am going to take a movement, and then I'm going to cast a Ray of Sickness at this man.
All right.
I like that now we've become the gang.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Dang, I was only a 14.
Just misses as he kind of sidesteps out of the way of your cast, and it hits the wall of the inn behind him.
The unbreakable window.
There's no. Anyways, anything else?
Nope, I'm fine where I am.
Okay. He's getting real sick of your shit, Ran.
You started
Sick
it.
of your shit.
I won fair and square at the card table. This man's trying to take his winnings back. This is baloney. These are my winnings. Don't come to the table if you're not ready to lose, bucko.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Gross, but okay.
For 4 points of piercing damage as he stabs you with the dagger. And here comes the miss with the scimitar. Just kidding. That's a 21 to hit.
Randall takes the first hit. But this time is so caught off guard from the hit. The scimitar comes at him. And hits him for not a
Total of 9 damage.
Is that the scimitar separately?
Yeah.
Okay. 9 damage. Oh, fuck, I'm glad I healed. Things are getting dark. Ran Oldbuck is covered in blood. His jacket's a mess, all ripped to shreds.
Okie dokie. Back to the top. Braun Flower Crown.
Yes. All right. So I want to swing it with my great axe, but I also want to try and use my size to push between Ran and this man.
Ooh, I like this.
So how would this work out?
Because a shove is probably like an action, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, is like shove is a separate action.
Okay.
So you could either shove or you could attack.
How's this man looking in terms of HP? Roughly.
He's looking pretty damn rough.
I'll just swing at him then.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my drinking buddy.
I'll just swing at him. Oh, that is a 19 plus 7 for 26.
That's my drinking buddy.
And then damage is 19.
Fuck's sake, dude, you are just pumping. 19, by the way. Don't forget your +2.
That was a 17 plus 2 for 19. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you describe this one.
Oh, all right. So coming with the last slash, I've, came at him swinging. So this time I've kind of spun my axe over the back of my hand, bopped him in the nose with the heel of it, and then continued the swing around with the axe as I just kind of drop it on.
Yeah, and you just cleave straight through into the chest cavity as what remains of this man falls limp to the ground. Now for a moment, you all kind of look around, realizing that these men are dead. And as you turn towards the street behind you, there's a handful of town's guard standing.
I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Jane casts invisibility on herself. And one of the guards steps forwards. What is the meaning of this? And that is where we'll take our 5-minute little break here. Make sure everybody go use the bathroom and get water, whatever you need to do.
That's annoyingly reasonable.
I'll be right back.
I hope you enjoyed our first foray into Floods and Dragons. It should become a weekly thing, and I'm really excited about it. This is our first adventure with a bigger campaign brewing in the future. Special thanks to everyone involved, including Zedicus, Undead Cupcake, Original Dice Mom, and of course our very patient with a bunch of new players, DM Zdardis. Leave them some love in the comments below, and hopefully we'll see you next week.